Hey, what's happening, everybody? This is Big Daddy Gruff. Another little something for the people. Um, I guess my nephew asked me a question. He said, I'm with this girl. We got 3 kids together. And we've been together, and we split up. And then we get back together. We split back up, back and forth. And then they finally split up. So when they split up, she get the kids. He, feel like he can still, I told him, man, hey, you got rights, you can go and fight for them. They very slim in Illinois, but you still got rights. You can fight for visitation and stuff like that if it comes to that. But what I'm basically saying is that he was explaining to me, and I had to explain to him how for the last 3 or 4 generations, I say, it's been a situation where it's been too much power on one side, especially in the state of Illinois. It's too much power on one side. You know, it's to the point to where a female just on her word can go out and point at a guy and say that he did something, and they'll lock that guy up until further notice. But they have to do that first, just off of her word. Now, I say if somebody got that much power, that's a lot of power in this here state. But I tell you, so anyway, I ended up telling my nephew because one thing for sure, and I don't know why that is, why people use children as bargaining chips, kind of thing. Because she's going through a phase now where she's keeping the kids away from him. If you don't want to be with me, you can't see the kids. I think that's just ridiculous. And it's such a waste for the kids, to take away from them. So I had to explain to him, sometimes in this world, no matter how much you love somebody, your kids meaning, sometimes you got to distance yourself from the situation, especially when they add somebody else to the mix and they got another guy over there with your kids and her, and she listening to everything that he say do, and he say he don't want you to deal with him no more. And, it just becomes a big problem. So ultimately, I say to my fellas, especially my black men, because this happens to us most often. I don't know. I got a few, white homies that go through a lot, and they all my brothers, and it's all good. We all the same in that, but at the same time, taking from a brother that done went through it, sometimes you gotta let the kids get a little older and they can see the differences themselves, and they'll want to reach out for you. But in the meantime, don't do nothing crazy. Stay away from the situation because it just end up you being locked up or something, and they still run around out here free doing whatever they want to do, and the kids still getting the short end of the stick. So fellas, stick it out. You got to have a tough chin. You got to believe that the time that you spent with your kids has been enough for them to know your presence and know who you are and want to come look for you one day. If they got you in them, they gonna come look for you. So I say that. Peace out, everybody. Just another little message, another little scenario. Keep throwing stuff out here because I think America and everybody need to hear. All right now.